and it's a wonderful Sunday afternoon. And I was just like thinking about um, what else can I do on a Sunday afternoon? And like, just got back from church and actually spending time with some friends from In-N-Out Burger. And I was like, what else can I do? Um, other than some work. And I don't have too much work to do today. I'm just like, just like some things to do. I'm currently working on a chapter summary and analysis for my literature class, Fairy Tales to Fantasy. I love that class. It's my favorite class that I'm taking here at college. And yeah, so amazing. And so, yeah, so if I'm like looking away from the camera, I'm kind of trying to finish up this less than half a page of a one pager. But yeah, feel free to type in the chat any questions or anything at all. But yeah, kind of speaking on this chapter summary analysis. Oh, it looks darker. Okay, now here we go. Um, yeah, speaking of the chapter summary analysis that I've been doing for the past about 9 weeks for my literature class, I've been reading The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie, and I'm really liking it. I'm actually almost done with the book, so pretty much I have to read a certain amount of chapters per week and then summarize what I've learned and how does this kind of relate to what I've learned in class that week. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. And yeah, but the book has been really good, I'm almost done with it, like I said. And also, the part that I thought I would get to in this book is not going to be till like the next book, or like I don't know when actually. But yeah, but I've been having notes cards to keep note of like what I'm learning, because I'm not going to just read this book and be like, okay, one page at a time, and I'm trying to retain this information. And like, what if I don't do the analysis the exact same day? Um, so yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of crazy business, but yeah. Um, and I also have this little sheet of paper that I made for myself for like keeping track of what I've been doing and all that stuff. I'm actually gonna open the window, like it's dark, and I hate when the camera's like keep on like, yeah. Okay, I think that's better. Anyways, yeah, I'll just try to talk as much as I can, but yeah, it's mainly because like, yeah. But if I look away from the camera, it's because I am trying to do the last half of this chapter summary analysis. And like so far, like I already did the summary of the 4 chapters I read. So I read 4 chapters from the book a week, and I summarize it, and then I had to do a deeper dive into it. And the deeper dive into the book, and what I learned from class, it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. I had to like relate it with some type of text of some sort, and like I said, it's a good challenge. Makes you think more. Yeah, makes you think more. I'll say that. Um, hold up. Let me do something really quick. This is gonna be on my laptop, so. Yeah. Let's see. And sometimes with these chapter summary analysis, I kind of count how many lines that I have until I reach the page. That was what I was just doing. But yeah. And what's weird about this type of assignment that the professor assigns, like it's due Sunday, yes, but it's due at 5 p.m. Not midnight. It's okay. It's okay. I I mostly get it done before Sunday. There's like two times that I got it done on Sunday. I turned it in on time. Of course, I turned it in on time. Like, no, don't think I didn't. So yeah, but I think this is my third time. Yeah, this is my third time turning this in on a Sunday. And actually, let me see. Okay, I think it's my second time actually, yeah, doing it, starting the analysis on a Sunday, and then finish and turn it in. But anyways, yes, so many numbers and all that stuff. But feel free to like put things in the chat and all that stuff. Um, I don't know. Let me check my settings. I don't know what's going on. Like, like I don't know. Let me look at this real quick. Because I'm doing it on my phone. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just looking at this a little longer than I usually do. I'm looking at some of the features on here. Green screen. Oh, never mind. Oh, I don't want the green screen. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was just messing with stuff. I was able to see what was in the background or yeah options. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, Sunday afternoon. Let's see. I'm going to think for a few minutes. I'll say. Okay, so while reading the blade itself, I came across the main characters finally coming together rather in a forced way, but satisfying to say the least. I can relate to this towards reading the Fellowship of the Ring when the company finally begins the journey to Mordor. From Guess Who's Coming to Mordor states, I feel like the, and I tend to talk to myself whenever I come up with ideas or when I'm writing. So I just do that every once in a while. So yeah, feel free to put whatever in the chat, any questions, comments, or anything like that, and I'll stop what I'm doing to read it. Just allow me to finish the sentence. So yeah. Um, Typically I'm pretty decent in typing. Not the fastest typer, but you know, um, I started learning how to like type properly in fifth grade, and just got the consistency and the habit of like typing like formally and all. So yeah. The diversity within a story enhances the experience of reading in the in in a genre. Yeah. Um, um, it's a great way to it's a great way to emerge people into the habit of reading and familiarize minimizing oneself into something that is not the real world. It's funny. Let me see. Okay. It's a great way. Yeah. But yeah, what I've been up to since I've last uploaded a video, or my last live stream was actually on a Friday, when I was like, oh, I know. Well, was it Friday? Oh yeah, it was Friday. It was Friday when I last uploaded a live. I was also thinking about Wednesday because I did two last week. It was like so spontaneous, and um, I was like, oh, something I like, you know, I don't usually do and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, hold up, these. Let me see what. Oh, anyways, um, yeah, I don't know, you know, I yeah, I did a live stream Wednesday night and Friday night. Can definitely check it out on my channel, Bre Creative. Um, I actually felt more open and more social, and like I like adjusting to the flow of things more, because the live streams that I did this past summer, I I was like, okay, what do I want to talk about? Like, how do I want to talk about this and all that stuff? And I was like, um, yeah, we'll see how it goes and all that stuff. Like, if anyone has any questions or comments, like, yeah, I'll go with that. I felt like I was like talking to myself. I know that's what live streams are, but like people in the chat, like, would type things and all. I didn't have too much of that, so it was like it wasn't as fun for me because I was like, I'm just talking to myself, and I'm like trying to find things to say, and I kind of ran out of things to say, and I was like, oh, there's not enough people on the live stream. So I'm like, so much for the big surprise, and all that stuff. Yeah, but I think since last week, doing live streams again, I have opened myself more, and share things that I wouldn't usually share. And my experiences here in college, at UTA, I've learned a lot. I've been more open, social, and um, yeah, it's been a huge leap of faith, I'll say. And yeah, and I'll say it doesn't matter if anyone is on the live stream or like even watched it. Like, I'm putting my most authentic self like out there. Like I've published my very first book called Mermaid Mysteries. I thought about grabbing it, like, even though it was right next to me, but let me just talk about it. So Mermaid Mysteries is a YA fantasy. It's the first book in the series, and I love it so much. I've already got the other two books ready, already written out and all that stuff. I was making sure that was not my roommate. um, anyways, um, yeah, and I love the series so much. I published Mermaid Mysteries 3 weeks ago on Amazon, and yeah, it's been a roller coaster. What a ride! Actually, um, two nights ago, um, I was just pretty tired. It was Halloween too. I don't celebrate Halloween, but I I was just like, I don't want to do any work, and I don't want to do any more work tonight and all that stuff. And I was going outside, talked to a couple girls who were studying some nursing stuff. And this one girl walks by, and she was someone who actually bought my book from the math market um, over a week ago, and she told me she actually loved my book, and I was like, "What? Like really?" I was like, "Thank you." I'm like she told me that she actually read the whole thing and she loved it. I was like that truly made my day. Like even though I was having a great day, that like made it even more a great day. I was like a great day, and yeah, and it was so amazing. I was making a post onto YouTube. I like what happened and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, it was so amazing. That means a lot to me, really, and for Murray Mysteries being my first book and someone like telling me um that they love it like seriously and in a quick like within a short amount of time too. I'm like wow and like so that's amazing. It's really amazing. Um yeah, but if you're curious what the book looks like, this is what it looks like right here. The window is terrible. Like that's what it looks like. Oh, my hands. This is what it looks like without the window. Yeah, but that's what it looks like. Um, yeah, and you can find it on Amazon. You can either get the paperback, hardcover, or the ebook. So amazing. Um, I've read this book so many times, but the fact that someone loved it. Yeah. Oh wow. It'd be funny if I like talk a few minutes here and then like go back to my analysis. Like I don't know, I really thought about doing the live stream today. Um yeah, I just like I don't know, like I just want to talk to someone, and yeah. Um yeah, I'm just looking at my laptop right now, like for the analysis. I was actually thinking about during so yeah, I'm talking again, but for my analysis during the Wednesday lecture um discussion. What was one of the questions? Okay. I think. Oh, okay. About criticism. One of the questions was about criticism within a. And was it cultural? Was it cultural? Cultural. Mm-hmm. Um. Um. Let's see. I mentioned as an example that the entertainment industry. Oh, this is actually gonna be the next topic I'm going to discuss in a minute. I'm going to put all my thoughts here onto the page first. As an example, that the entertainment industry has been woke. It's so funny whenever I said the word, I side-eyed onto the camera. It's not a side eye to y'all. It was like literally like I don't know. It's just a reaction while I was writing this and this particular word. So funny. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah. Let's see. As an example, the name change bulk. Taking away the purpose of storytelling. A story going to put their own spin on it. It's it's like that the movie industry is there to check boxes. Yeah, there to check boxes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 more lines and then I'll reach page. I do have like about like 2.5 hours left before I had to turn it in. But what I was writing about. So on Wednesday, actually, I was in a discussion group in my class, and we were talking about like some class readings that we didn't get to read, and potentially why not. And the one me and my group were reading about was about like things that dealt with diversity and representation and all that stuff. And there were some follow up questions about it, like what was the thesis, the main claim of the article, what were the supporting details, what criticisms within like political, societal, political, social, or cultural events and all that stuff is that critiqued only within books, films, and different genres, or is this like something like real world, the bigger picture of it, pretty much. And it kind of made me think about the entertainment industry when it comes to movies and television shows and how it's been woke. I feel like I don't know, because I watch, other than watching writing videos like how to write a book or like writing techniques and all that stuff, like I also pay attention to like what goes on like in sports, movies. I don't really watch stuff about political things. Like if it's brought up, like okay, like I'll like listen. I'll listen. But I feel like I can speak upon the entertainment industry because I watch some movies and TV shows and like, well, mainly movies. But I feel like the entertainment industry is just trying to check off boxes to satisfy like the world and worldly things and all that stuff, and it's taken away the purpose of storytelling as a whole. Just trying to like the diversity and representation and all that stuff. like it's fine to have that in a movie or TV show or whatever um, medium that you have um, that you're telling a story. However, if you make that your an essential thing that it's like it completely takes over your what you're trying to say, like if it's like not intentionally grounded in what like this is what I'm trying to tell you about, like, but in a realistic way without like preaching a message, and um so like yeah, some grammar I'm looking at right now, but I don't know, because whenever I've been watching movies and TV shows and all, I feel like things are being preached to. Like, I want to enjoy the product, the movie, the TV show. I want to enjoy it as the story, or not something that is being forced upon me that I had to like grasp upon and all that stuff. It's definitely not the same from like 10 years ago. Like a long time ago. It's so different. It's like I can't watch a movie or a TV show without this thing in here, uh um or like or without something like just like, oh, you got to pay attention to this, or like get this is what's currently going on in our society. Like what mediums um of storytelling is supposed to do, like films, movies, TV shows, books, and etc. What any piece of art is, yes, it's meant to have a purpose to have us escape from the real world and the problems. And yes, the real in any form of art, you can definitely express that, but like it can be overdone. That's what I'm trying to say here. Um, yeah, and I feel like it's been not only overdone, but it's been like what's really popular and what everyone's doing. Whenever I do storytelling, I want to tell the story I want to tell, and also make a positive impact on people where they can take away something good, or something, like maybe a cautionary tale of like, oh, don't do that. That's stupid. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's something that's been on my mind like for the past 2 years. Just paying more attention to it. And yeah, it's something. And with newer shows and movies coming out, like I feel like there's like a lot of like controversy about certain topics and all that stuff. And I'm like, we're it's like less about the art and more like who's in like getting into it and like what's going on behind the scenes. And that's really crazy. Um let's see. Yesterday, I know I look a little like but it was about the video I watched yesterday, because yesterday I was watching another video about Audra Winter. I'm telling you, like, oh my gosh. it's like ever since this past summer, I've been hearing a lot about that book talk controversy and all that stuff. It's still going and all that stuff. I was listening to a video and I was like, and I've gotten like another side of it pretty much, and it made me think about something like an underlying question that just snuck up to my mind. And the underlying question that was running in my head was, what is the truth and what is the lie? Because and like the more I thought about that, I was like, and as I was watching the video, I was like, she has been saying multiple things and multiple different versions of it. Like what is true as what's not and what's not true, what's real, what's not real. And I was like, huh. I just found that really interesting, and that's really what stood out to me when I watched that video last night as I was, studying and all that stuff. Um, yeah, it's interesting. I feel like, I don't know, this might be a little off topic for my summary analysis, but what if I just put it in there, You never know. It never hurts to try something. Like, no, I might get some extra credit or something. I'm just kidding. It's not great. I had to do it. But, I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. Something that I thought about too. But, I will talk about something else, in a few minutes. So I'm going to be like kind of talking like I'm like, like essay talking and kind of. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me reread this. During the Wednesday lecture of discussion groups, one of the questions was about criticism. Dare to check boxes like you're thirsty or is to preach. Excuse me. A certain message. Wait. Certain themes that goes on within our world can be mentioned. However, I believe that it has been overdone. Overused. Overused is gonna be a better word for that. I believe it has been overused. The entering in a book's world is meant to be an escape from the real world and its problems. Okay, so I got six more lines, so I just gotta keep talking. It's so funny because like when there's like a certain amount of pages, I'm like, okay, I basically gotta keep talking, and it's funny. It's really funny. I kind of like doing that. Like let's see how much I've left so I can keep talking, and like it motivates me to like, okay, I gotta put more on the page and like go deeper into it. essay while reading the oh gosh. Hold on. Okay, the blade myself. I didn't. There were. Yeah, let's keep that. Yeah, I'm trying to compare what I learned in class and what I was able to relate this to back to my book, you know, kind of make it go full circle pretty much. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, whenever you're writing something and like when you're writing an essay and like you have like what you really wanted to talk about or argue about, and you have your supporting details and how you have to like somehow like circle it all back to that main thing that you're talking about. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. 4 more lines. Yes, I know I'm doing that little counting thing. How many more lines till I reach page? I'm glad I'm almost done with it. Cause I started this morning. Like I read the book. So I read one chapter on Wednesday. Another one Friday. And I read the last 2 chapters for the book. Last night, and then I was like, do I want to get started with the chapter summary analysis right now? And I was like, nope. Let me just do this later, or not later, but tomorrow, which is today. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I feel like I've mainly been talking about this like the whole time, which is so crazy. But it's my assignment. And I was like, this is kind of motivating me to do my assignment. And so I just sitting here in the quiet of nothingness and doing my essay. Yeah. I had a water. Oh, it's still here. Okay. Yeah. What's so funny is that someone was nice enough to give me and some other people some candy. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. And it's been a little while since I've had candy. And then yeah, it's funny that I'm gonna eat some right now. I'll just eat this one. It's my least favorite flavor. You probably guess once it's in my mouth. My least favorite Starburst is just being very difficult. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh, maybe put it in a little too fast, but you probably saw the color. Yeah. Least favorite flavor. Yeah. When I was younger, I hate when it gets stuck in the tooth. It sucks. Well, when I was a kid, Starburst was actually my favorite type of candy. Really, like really. There was one time that I was actually obsessed with Skittles. I don't have the original Skittles, but yeah. So pretty cool. Um, yeah. I like candy. I just don't eat it often. Um, when I just playing candy around, don't like eating it. So yeah. Let's see. Um, whatever. Add some words to this. In contrast, reading the blank stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna eat one more. Nothing's wrong with eating one more. Right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It'd be funny if someone says like, oh my gosh, that'd be funny. I'll just say it right now. Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If someone just says that, like you got it from this video. You got it from this video. Trust me. Anyways, why is opening these wrappers so hard? Okay, there we go. That was the lemon. Lemon? It's lemon. It's lemon. That's not lemon. Yeah, it's lemon. Anyways, can I just turn it as is? No. Hold on. Oh, I said I was gonna put the winter thing. It'd be so funny if my literature professor actually commented on the ending of my essay about this book controversy. He'd be like, "Did you run out of what to talk about?" Like, kinda. Like, honestly, I kinda did, but also I was like, you want to know what inspired me? I actually did a live stream, and on the live stream, I was actually talking about this essay. I was like, it would be so funny if I actually told her tomorrow that I was like, I was literally working on the essay, but I was like, on a live stream. I was just talking about the essay. I was like, I only had like half. I was like already halfway. Just needed like a few more lines, And I kind of talk about it like deeper. That'd be funny. Let me see. Let's see. I heard a lot of controversy about this one book called The Age of Scorpions by Audra Winter. Yeah. Don't correct me because that's how you spell it. And it's her world of Guardian. There's no U in there, and Yeah. And um Google Docs is like, you spelled guardian wrong. No, that's how it's spelled. Mm. No. Hold up. Mm. Yeah, my book. Oh, hold up. Okay. Yeah, the last sentence is gonna be very telling about, oh, yeah, I ran out of what to say about what you might call it, my book, or my book, about the blade itself that I'm doing for my weekly chapter summary analysis. And this is actually my last mandatory one that I have to do for class. But if I do all of them, which I will, I get extra credit. So like, I actually like my book. That's number one. So that's actually bad. That is actually a bonus. So yes. So I'm about to make this on Microsoft Word document. Like for my class, when it comes to this type of submission, have to um, I have to do Word document or download it as a Word document file. And it's really good that I actually got it done. And on the live stream, I'm very impressed. So yeah. And then submit. Oh my gosh, I just finished my last mandatory chapter summary analysis. Now I'm going for extra credit. It's so funny because in my literature class, fairy tales and fantasy, I'm actually the only freshman in there, and I am like outshining everyone in there. Like seriously, I don't know. It's so funny. It's so funny to yeah. But I love writing, I love English, I love fantasy. So that's why I'm doing an extraordinary job in that class. So yeah. So I'm actually done with that. So I'm done with literature. So all I have to do, okay, the only assignment that I have left that is due tonight at 11:59 is a geology lab that I do not want to do. But also, it's like it's geology, but like the topic. What's the topic? What's the lab over? Okay, geological structures, geological structures and maps. You think I'm like really want to do that? Um, but yeah, yeah, not fun, not fun. Mm, but I'll like kind of do that later. But that's the only assignment that's due tonight that I have to submit. The other thing that I need to do is reading a short story for creative writing because I have a quiz tomorrow. And how I do it, because I'm telling you, when I have a quiz for something the next day, or like, the next class session for creative writing, I cannot just retain the information like oh, I read it and like, okay, let's figure out. No, because I have a quiz on this. I need to do decent on it. Yeah. So what I do is that I have a notebook. Like I literally I'm using this blue glitter notebook. I've been having this notebook for about like about 2 years. And I was like, I just like, when am I gonna use this journal, And I was like, when I just like had creative writing, I'm like, I want a pretty journal for creative writing, something. I put it in here. And yeah, a lot of the times that I've been reading stuff, I guess since I got to nonfiction in mid-September. Let me see. Yeah. Yes. I kind of started to do the readings on Sunday evening, to be precise. I retained the information very well doing it the day before because I'll remember it. I'm more likely to remember it. But since like 2 weeks ago, I've been we've been doing fiction, and I've been having a much easier time with that than I did with nonfiction. Like, it's not that I don't like nonfiction. I like nonfiction, but when it came to those quizzes, like the notes that I was taking compared to the questions that were on the quiz, I was struggling. Like, what in the world? So yeah, I'm looking at these bags, like the bags below my eyes. Oh gosh. Oh, I was gonna talk about a few minutes ago was that oh yes, daylight savings time. So I I actually stayed up till 1 a.m. No, not 1 a.m. the first time. 1 a.m. the second time. Okay, I told myself I was going to go to bed at a decent time last night. But I was like, I gotta read 2 more chapters. That was humiliating. Anyways, I had to read 2 more chapters of the blade itself. Like, it was like another 40 pages. I'm like, and then I had to read some more of The Lord of the Rings. I'm liking the book. I do like the book. But I had to read it before, whatchamacallit. I had to read it before, tomorrow's class. And that's not exciting. That's not exciting. Oh, this is a shorter chapter. Please. I can get through that. I'm right now I'm going through the chapters that I need to go through before I believe Wednesday. So yeah, literature class, a lot of reading, but I'm reading Lord of the Rings, so it's very fun. So I need to read chapter 5 and 6 before. Hold up. Before Wednesday. So, okay, so it's around 30-ish pages. That's manageable. And I'm listening to the audiobook as well. So it's motivated me more to like actually read the book. And I'm actually going to get finished with the book by this Friday, or at least by the end of the week. Um, so yeah, I'll be fine. And what I've been doing a lot of times, whenever I have my laundry days, I've been reading this book. Like I read the book and listen to the audiobook at the same time. But today was different because I used the audiobook to read for me pretty much, and I also like I was like reading some pages, but I had to get started with my analysis, so I was like, yeah. So yeah, I was like listening to it. It's really good. It's really good. But I do prefer reading it while I'm going through the audio. So if because like I'll definitely listen, but I'm more likely to retain the information actually reading along with it. Um, and because I play stories in my head as a movie. Like literally, The Lord of the Rings is literally a trilogy. So yeah, and I actually got the whole series for Christmas like about 3 years ago too. So I'll show you. Um, and I got the Hobbit with it too. Um, so here's the box set. The box set. The issue with box sets, like certain ones, like it'd be so tight that like not all the books would fit anymore, and that's the problem I had with the Percy Jackson series box set. And I was like, man, so it's super tight. It's super tight right here, but this is what it looks like, super tight. Oh yeah, I had to tape it. Yes, you see, I had to tape it because it was tearing apart. And like, I have like how many box sets? How many box sets do I have? It's like if you reach like this part of the video, like so like thank you so much. I know. I've been doing my essay like being quiet for a few minutes at a time. I'm like, girl, like can you talk? But anyways, yeah. But I don't have too much more to do. Oh shoot. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you made it this far to the live stream. Like seriously, thank you so much. Or even if you're watching this like way after I streamed it, like thank you so much. Like I have like 5 box sets. So this one, the one for Powerless. For Powerless, I got. Oh, it's so much fun. So for Powerless, I got this box set from Barnes and Noble. And then, I bought all 3 of the books. Oh no, I bought the entire series at the same time, but Barnes and Noble didn't have the box set for the entire series yet. This came out this year, so I understand. But I bought it in September. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And it's so funny because I bought this I bought this in July. July. And then I bought the prequel books. So the first prequel book, Powerful. Man, I'm gonna put this somewhere. I'll just put it on the floor now. Bad place to put your books. Books do not live on the floor. But I'm just gonna do it. But the first novella I got was Powerful. Powerful. So cute. Oh wait. Anyways, hold up. Oh, sorry. I was looking at somebody from the group chat. So yeah. But yeah, it's Sprayed Edge edition. I bought it from Barnes and Noble. It's my first one. I'm like, I don't know, because I really like Powerless, and like I'm still yet to read the Powerless series. It's school. I'm telling you, it's school. I want to read it so bad. I'm like, if I don't get started by the end of the semester, I'll read it in December. Don't worry. Don't worry. And then I pre-ordered Fearful from Amazon, and then yeah, I got it when I went back home. Yeah. Um yeah, it's so amazing. There's a little quiz. Wait. Oh, it's not in this one. Sorry, it's not in this one. Wait. Is it this one? Please tell me. Oh yes, in the Powerful this edition, there's a little trivia. So I'm not gonna show you that, but it's so fun. It's so funny, and yeah, it's like getting certain editions of books is so cool because it's like exclusive. It's like exclusive info. Hold up. Yeah, it's like exclusive info. Um, yeah. So right here, so you see Barnes and Noble exclusive edition. I don't know why I don't take the sticker off. I just don't. I just like I want to know. Like, I want to like this is what's from Barnes and Noble. This is like almost 600 pages. Crazy. I don't know if I can do that. But in this one, hold up. There is a deleted chapter in here. I'm trying to find. Yeah. Yeah, there's some extra chapters in here. Like extra chapter from each of the main characters. So pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna have my books live on the floor. But it's funny because while I was talking about Powerless series, I was actually talking to a friend of mine about like paperbacks and hardcovers and like especially the hardcovers with a dust jacket. I have this little complaint about like with the dust jackets, like beautiful cover. Okay, this is not my favorite cover, but it's kind of hard to know which one's my favorite cover. Since I'm looking at it now. Well, let me look. Let me see which one's my favorite Powerless series cover. So, but I'll use this book as the example. But I think my favorite one. I think it's the first one. I think the first one is my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, the first book cover is my favorite. But this is an example. So a wonderful book cover, or with the just jacket thing. But then seriously, and I'm sorry, I'm going to do a compared contrast here, but if you look at this book cover, like the paperback version, this adorable thing, adorable. Why can't I have this? Like, okay, I know with hardcovers with dust jackets it's more expensive to do it like that, but like, please, I just want a beautiful cover, not like a nearly like sad. Like I'm just talking about like dust jacket covers as a whole, okay? I'm not targeting books here. I'm not targeting this book or the series. No. I just love the actual thing on there, Yeah, I know it's more expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it's investment. So yeah. But yeah, What else have I been doing? What else have I been doing? Oh my gosh, I feel like for the past hour I've been like doing my assignment, and I'm like I haven't been talking too much about what's up with me other than I don't know, towards the end of the week. I said a lot of things like last week what I've been doing and all that stuff. But yeah. But I feel like since doing live streams last week, I I feel more comfortable, just be on a live stream, and I don't have to plan out like what I have to do, so that's a good thing. Um, number two, I feel like I want to do it more often. Yeah, just to sit down and like, especially when I don't really have much to do, really. Like I know one thing for sure I had to do like my chapter summary analysis. That's what I've been working on for most of the live stream. But for the past 20 minutes I've just been talking. And like since I got it done. So yeah. Um let's see what else. But yeah, I also I have this project that's due on the 7th. Yes. Not really sleepy, but just a yawn. I have this project that's due this Friday about creating your other world. That's for my literature class, and I was really on a roll during the beginning of the week, last week, and I was like very passionate. And it was like the story was just like going crazy, like crazy directions. And I've been using Twinery. That's what I'm using for this assignment, and it's been amazing. And I'm gonna look at it right now. I'm looking at the script that I made on Google Docs, um, but on Twinery. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like the big picture of things. So, I'm going to turn my camera. So right here, this is what it looks like so far. I feel like it looks like a web of lies, kind of like that, and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Um, yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. I'm actually over halfway done. Of course, there's like certain requirements that the professor wants and all that stuff. One of them, I'm going to look at this assignment really quick. I'm so sorry. I'm going to exit out there. Oh, I been having that open. Oh, well. So your very own other world. Well, I already have like 30 points already because I was DM for Dungeons and Dragon like 3 weeks ago, and it was actually my first time playing D&D, and I was impromptu that so badly. Like I was like, we're just gonna move the story wherever, I'm just gonna make up some stuff and all. So it was fun. It was fun though. Okay. So anyways, this assignment, of course, create a world that interests you, one that feels consistent and distinct from the real world, and consider things such as history, environment, society, structure, magical elements, narrative, technology, time, or myth, and the role it has in your world. Yeah, making meaningful choices that influence the story's direction or tone. And of course, you can draw from like fairy tales or fantasy stories that was discussed in class previously, or just whatever story, but not like a direct copy and paste. And then using language, imagery, and tone, blah, 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 to invoke your world vividly. Requirements. I'm like, lady, I'm going beyond the requirements. But there's one thing on the requirements I'm like, I don't need that. But I'm like, if I don't do it, will I lose points? You know? I'll ask her that tomorrow. But she says, according to her rubric criteria, this is what she's requiring. You need at least 2 major significant branching paths. It doesn't matter when you do it, or like either the start or midway. But yeah, I already did that. That was obvious. Not to be rude. Considered to have multiple outcomes, but she is requiring 2 outcomes. And I, okay. A minimum of 40 nods or passages. I'm already doing like about 40 or over 40. So yeah. So it's like basically the building blocks, continuing on the story and all that stuff. And the options that you create and how it's going to affect the story. And then, okay, she says, strongly recommend you to include one multimedia element, image, sound, or color scheme to enhance the immersion. I am glad rereading this again, like seeing the strongly recommend. You think I'm gonna do it? Like, I feel like my story on Flannery doesn't need it. Like, that's just additional work, you know? And my story's doing pretty good without it. Like, I'm not kidding. Because there are some scenes, and this is gonna be the most simplified way I'm gonna put it. Because the last time I tried to explain this to someone, the beginning, the first, oh my gosh, she got like, I'm like, oh, my bad, I'm so sorry. This is a type of story I don't usually write about, or you know, um, she knew I was. It's well written. She knows that, but the way I was explaining it, I was telling her it's better explain on the thing. Like she believed me. So yeah. The most simplified way I can put the story without like going overboard. There's like you're gonna be surprised. Number one, you're gonna be so surprised about the story. Twist turns. I have a twist villain in one of my major outcomes as well. It's so interesting. I'm currently working on the other major outcome. Like, I'm in the middle of it. I have 2 different outcomes. Excuse me. I have 2 different outcomes for it. Like it starts the same way, but it completely goes separate. And one of the storylines that I'm working on, like I split it into 2 again, but then it comes back together. So yeah. So that's what I'm kind of working with. I'll show you. Let's see. I guess you'll see a good portion of this. So yeah, here we go. So with this future right there, I have that's the title of the storyline. So I guess I'll give you a nice little. Yeah, let me go through. So, oh, this is fun. This is fun. So, this is where the story begins. This begins here. There's the two options. As you can see, like if you choose that one, you're going to just go there regardless. And then the two major storylines, past and future. There's the title of that storyline and going down all of that. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, there we go. So that going down there, that's past. Future. So there's the title right there. Three options. So you can choose this one. Well, I'm not done with this one. Wait. Yes, I am. Okay. Somewhat you can, so no matter what, in a way, you go through this one. Yes. But if you choose this one, that's when the story starts to diverge, and it's going to go like more this away, pretty much. And that's what I'm currently working on with this future storyline. As you can see, this one, I know you're busy, like it goes down here. And that's what I'm talking about, the two. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about the two different storylines that I'm kind of working with. And like, you see, one of them goes there, they're there, and then two options right there. And then this one's like down, down, down. And it all connects. So once I get these two done, it'll connect there, and the story will go more this way. But no matter what, you see this one, it all lead to that ending because all the storylines will begin how like this, but it'll all end with this very last one right there. It all end with that very last one right there, where it says wait. So that's a nice little teaser about what my Twinery storyline is looking like. The title, I'm not gonna tell you. Well, I guess there's a pretty good hint with the past and the future. So that's a little hint for you right there. Yeah, yeah. And I also have a script for this. I actually made like so I have an ultimate script. I have two I have two past scripts that's like this story can be told two different ways. Well, I actually have another one because it's an alternate past for number two. And then so far I have two future ones, so that's interesting. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So it's a lot of English stuff that I'm working on, and I have so many writings to do. Like my state government class, I had to write a 3-page essay based on a project that I had to do. It's like we've been doing all semester and all. I've been building onto it, leading up to the paper. It's just like putting the words onto the page. That's what it's really about. I'm just gonna eat some Whoppers, I'm just like, I don't know. But, oh my gosh. I'm just like opening some candy wrappers today. It's just crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to do a video about my book. I really do. Probably not on a Sunday, um but yeah. Um yeah, I definitely want to talk about my book Mermaid Mysteries because there's so much more that's beyond the pages, like I'm telling you for reals. And yeah. But I guess before I go get off here, um I'll talk about where I am right now. Since publishing Mermaid Mysteries, it's been so different. And when I tell people about that I've published a book, it's so funny because they tell me like, "Oh, you're the first person. You're the first author I have ever met. You're the first person who has published a book." I'm like, "Oh, well, what? Like seriously?" I'm like, "Seriously? Like I would expect know some authors or you've seen an author before. No, you're the first one I've met who's actually publishing a book and actually writing a book and all that stuff." And I'm like, that really stands out to me and all that stuff. And really, that speaks a lot. Mm. Yeah. Officially publishing it has been different. Yeah, definitely different. And wow, it is surprising me every day. And what I'm currently at is that word of mouth with my first book, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have a second one. Like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier in the live stream that I'm already done with all three of the books. It's going through revisions right now, and having people to read through it to find some the small things that a reader would catch that maybe I didn't realize. But I'm keeping my eye on it even more closely. And I was so funny because I was also revising, doing another round of edits with my second book, and right now I'm on chapter 8. And yeah, I'm finding things here and there and all that stuff. It's taking away some words that I have, and it sucks. Yeah, it really sucks, but it's part of the process. That's what I'm learning. It's a learning process. With each book, it's a learning process for reals. And I sorry, wait, what? Hold up. Oh dear. Oh no. Hold up. I'm reading an article about oh my gosh. No. No. Hold up. No. If the Eagles end up taking Trey Henderson, oh my gosh. No. I will be so mad. No, I'll be so mad if the Eagles take Trey Henderson. Oh my gosh. I've been paying attention so much about the NFL trade deadline and all that stuff. Who's gonna be traded and all that stuff and all. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, article scroll yeah, article scrolling and all that stuff. Well, browsing. Um, But yeah, so yeah, I've been doing that. Um, but yeah, I'm currently revising. I'm currently doing another round of edits with the second book of Murray Mysteries. My hope is to publish it within December or January. That's my hope. Like, and with it being on the shorter side of things, like, and it's like it's a novella, so I don't want to be like 6 months to a year to like the next one, So like a good 2, 3, maybe 4 months, like the second one to come out. Um, I'm just trying to hear back from people who are reading over the second book and all that stuff. Um, yeah, especially like more on the grammar side. So yeah, like the story's definitely there. Every once in a while I might like maybe a word or like just one word will just ruin the entire sentence. So like, but I'm keeping an eye on it too, though. I am keeping an eye on it too as I'm reading through it. And I feel like with each book that I write and then go back and revise and edit, I am becoming more aware and conscious about what's in my writing. Like as a whole, like just seeing the bigger picture of things. And yeah, and what's funny is that because I was just thinking about it as I was saying that I have a short story that is due. Well, okay, I had to email a short story to my professor, my creative writing professor, by this Friday, and there a story has not came to me, which is so frustrating. It's so frustrating because okay, I contracted with my creative writer, so okay, so I'm in the honors college for UTA, and I had to contract some classes, um, and my creative writing class was one of the classes that I contracted with my professor, and I need to get that final short story done. And guess who hasn't started a short story yet? Me. I haven't because I've been doing other projects. I've been doing a literature project. I've been reading a lot of books. I've been doing so much. I've been doing everything except for writing that final short story. And yeah. Yeah. So I hope a short story comes to me before um, the deadline that I had to because the words, the story comes to me and the words like comes to me as well whenever I'm writing, and I need I need a story. I need a story, but I want it to be great quality. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on too and put on my to-do list because I need that right now. Yeah. But this is where I'm going to end the live stream. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.